Hello and welcome to Love Bug Tarot. So today we are doing another K-pop feature. You may already recognize some of them, but if not, we'll introduce the piles in a minute. But what we're looking at today is what is going to go your way. So we're going to look at the energy kind of surrounding the situation. How is the situation going to end up in your favor? And how is the best way to support the outcome? Because, sometimes the outcome's going to come, but it may not be as fast as we like, or just to see, again, how best that you can support the outcome. And as always, we will ask for advice and guidance. And also, I hope that the sound quality is a little better today. I don't have my fan on, so I'm just going to boil in this room. What can you do? Whoop, sorry. Okay, so without further ado, we'll introduce the piles. I'm going to get a rune, actually, first for each pile. And then I got 3. Perfect number. I was going to have to pick each one. Ooh, all right, so pile 1, you got Hagalaz. And this is a rune of disruption. But, it kind of has I want to say tower energy, but its disruption is like a karmic lesson in a way, a trial to get through, which is very, very, this is getting juicy already. All right, so pile 1, you have Hagalaz, the rune of disruption, and you have, so this was, I'll go a little more in depth in the actual piles, but I will say that this is Han from Stray Kids, and the mythological creature here is called a Bonghwang, and I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. I'm not very confident in my Korean, but it is a phoenix-like creature, so it's very interesting, right off the bat. All right, so we got this one. Ooh, we have Yera. All right, pile 2, you have Yera. This is the rune of harvest. It's a rune of harvest, but also cycles, changes, and harvest harvest is results from hard work as well. And your band member, I should say, is Lino, and a Yong, which is a dragon or serpent-like creature. I think dragon is, it's a dragon. I think someone much more knowledgeable about Korean mythology would very much correct me, but that I believe is the closest translation is a dragon. Not in the Western sense. All right, so that is your card. And also really interesting that this is the rune of harvest, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while since I did the research for this portrait series, but the dragons, the young, are known to also have a link to rain and agriculture. And we have a rune of harvest, so this is getting really interesting right off the bat. Ooh, okay, in pile 3, you have Rido, which is the rune of journey. Okay. Like journey, change, and destiny. And that's also, oh wow, okay. Things are getting interesting already. And you have Felix. And their creature is a Samgojo, which is a 3-legged crow. And they are messengers from the heavens. But it's interesting, we have this mythical crow and a journey rune. Okay. Very, very interesting lineup here. So, feel free to pause the video, take as long as you like to sit with the piles, to choose which one. You can choose more than one. Again, it's what you feel called to. We'll also have timestamps in the description, so if you already know your pile, you can jump right to your pile. And either way, I will see you in a little bit. All right? Hello, pile 1. So if you chose pile 1, you chose Han, and also the creature, the Bonghwang. And again, I apologize if I mispronounce any of these words. I'm not very confident in my Korean. And you also have the rune Hagalaz, which is the rune of disruption. So a little bit about these creatures. They're a phoenix-like creature, but not exactly a phoenix. Okay, so the Bonghwang is an avian creature made up of many different species of birds. They are associated with immortality and the symbol of royalty, and they have elements of fire and air. And so that's what we kind of translated here into this little orb on the front. But we do have like a peacock tail, and they're usually very brightly colored, but I did these in a much more kind of monochromatic interpretation, keeping with that kind of fire and air color scheme. So, and if you're interested in the cards, I actually have a link to my shop that also has a gallery. So if you just want to look at the images up close, and there's prints and digital wallpapers, all kinds of stuff there. So you can always check that out. All right. Anyways. All right. How can we... And I have two of them out because it's a double-sided card. So that way you can see both sides at the same time. All right. I think that'll work. Cool. All right. So let's get a little bit of information about the energy surrounding this situation. Oh, okay. You got 3 tokens. All right, let's see. All right, you have the elemental balance. You've got the moon goddess and ritual. Interesting. And these two are very closely linked. At least that's how I always saw it. These are little wooden tokens that I painted a long, long time ago, but I like using them. Okay. All right, we're gonna get some tarot cards, and I'm using the last unicorn deck. And I have to split her up because she's a thick deck. And we love that. Because it's a very nice texture. I mean, they're gorgeous with this gold leafing and everything, but it makes for a very thick deck. And I do not have the dexterity to do this all in one go. So we kind of break it up, and we shuffle them back together, and we break it up again, and we shuffle again. So, woo! All right. Okay. Could we please get some information for pile 1 regarding the energy surrounding the situation that is going to go their way? And again, make sure you have like a particular situation kind of at the forefront of your mind, and we'll see what's going on with this. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Swords. Ooh. Just right off the bat, I'm seeing like these two with this 2 of Cups. So a relationship, a connection between these two people. And it's almost mirrored identically right here. Like they're not holding cups here, but even the posing is very, very similar. Okay, let's see what the other 2 have. The 7 of Swords and the 2 of Coins. Okay. I feel like pile 1, this is talking about a partnership of some kind. And it can be romantic, but it can also be a platonic. It's very interesting. It could be platonic, it could be familial or a friend, but it was a close relationship where there was an emotional connection between you and this other person. And it's very interesting. As I was holding this, I wasn't holding it super delicately, but it just fell out of my hands. Because I'm seeing these 2 cards here, the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Something happened with this person, with this connection or relationship. something, I feel like there was a falling out of some kind. Someone did some shady business, but it was like shady business, but they weren't very discreet about it. They were kind of upfront. Yeah. Okay. And it's really interesting that I see these two cards directly mirrored. Because I feel like there was something that came between the two of you. And whatever it was, I have a feeling it was... Well, I have a feeling, but it's also, I'm seeing this image of, you know, the spotlight on these two people, and it just... like something came between the two of you. Almost like an external force. Because these two are very close to each other. And this figure in the foreground is kind of looking in. Seeing these two people, you know, so closely connected. And because of that, this external force, you know, decided to not do some very kind things. And we also have these two that they're very closely linked and mirroring each other. Our ritual and elemental balance. Something in this situation became unbalanced. With this divine feminine in the middle, it could have been that there was a feminine force that came in, because again, it landed like right here in the middle, in between these two tokens. Not necessarily to say that it was a woman, but someone with feminine energy. Kind of, I don't want to say like overtook the situation, but definitely stepped in a way that was not okay. I feel like this is a very specific, like, I don't know. Again, this is a general read, but if this energy is resonating as far as this partnership goes, and this kind of, I don't want to say break, but there was definitely like, there's something in between you and this other person, or the situation, this partnership. If that's resonating with you, then that's a good indicator this is your pile. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. No harm, no foul. If none of the piles resonate, that's okay. It just may not be your read today. It happens. I've absolutely been in the middle of listening to a read on someone's channel and been like, I don't think this is mine today. And that's okay. Yeah, I get the sense that it's interesting with the Two of Coins. And this is the same figure we see here. Kind of dividing these two up. I get the sense that like they felt like they were trying to rebalance things. Again, we have these tokens of like elemental balance and ritual. But again, these kind of four, if I do this, you can see that the colors representing the elements kind of line up with these little figures here. It's a candle, a shell, it's a little pentagram, and a feather. And we have the divine feminine, divine masculine here, and we also have a star in the middle. So they're very closely linked. So what felt like, oh, I don't know, it's just like, it's interesting that it's two. It's 2 and 2 on either ends. But this has two figures in it together, and this one just has one. So I don't know if this is talking about perhaps this person's motives. Oh my goodness, come here. Like they saw the situation of, again, I personally have sometimes very difficult understanding why people behave certain ways. but we are not responsible for the behavior of others. We are only responsible for our behaviors and how we respond. So I just got the sense that it's like, yeah, we go from 2 to 1, but this person is still holding these two coins. So it's the sense that this person feels like they need to be in control of the balance. And there was something about this that was upsetting the balance, and they sought to, I guess, correct it. Which, not fun energy there. But that's the energy I'm getting surrounding this. All right, so let's get some tea. Let's get some tea leaves here. Come here. Hold on. I don't really think about this ahead of time. I'm very spontaneous sometimes. Okay, move these up. And completely like shove the cards off. There we go. Okay. All right. So can we please get some tea about how this is going to be moving into your favor? This situation. It feels like a very sticky situation. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. No, I'm not taking that entire thing. I'm sorry. I love you, pile one, but no. Alright, let me get our second pile. Alright. Got a lot of tea leaves. Okay, let's see how this is shifting. What's going on? Alright, so this is a month of the year. And again, this is a deck of 200 cards. Only 12 of the 200 are months of the year. So it's always interesting when it comes out. June. Okay. So timing is always interesting in a read. I want to kind of find out more before we consider June. Because it could be when this video goes up, we're in July. So this could be referring to, again, if you're listening to this down the road, it could be the month, like the previous month. Or it could be, I guess, a full year, almost a full year. So we'll see kind of what the energy is with this. And again, it's very interesting. You got Hagalas, which is disruption, which is something was disrupted. And this is kind of, yeah, this is something karmic you're going through. And again, your creature is the Bonghwang, that phoenix. Something rising again. All right, let's see. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Table. Hard work ahead. Hills. Obstacles to overcome. Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Real interesting that it fell right here. Okay. And box. You will receive a gift. Okay. How is this moving ahead? Alright, we're going to get our Light Seer tarot deck and see what we can see. See what we can see. How is this situation? I feel like this is a shift. Like something is shifting. So let's see how this is shifting in your favor. Can we please get some clarity? Oh, whoa, okay. Deck was suddenly trying to go all over the place. The Knight of Pentacles. Wish will not be granted. Interesting that we have the Two of Coins over here and the Knight of Pentacles with this. Again, I'm looking at like this figure that I feel is kind of representing this disruption that's between this partnership. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it could have been that there might have been a mood. Oh my God. Well, it's a mood, but a move to, I feel like, invest in something financially. Maybe a business, maybe a house, maybe like something that required some financial backing. And this person like holds the balance financially. And that could have been something that fell through. There was some kind of money tie. And perhaps in this case, it's saying that the way forward, because it's interesting, this figure's walking away. And it looks like these coins are kind of falling away from them. So it could be that the message here is that the wish that originally was like this person would support this partnership or support this endeavor is to let that fall away and walk your own path, like slow and steady. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow and steady energy. It's slow and steady improvement, slow and steady movement forward. So financially, you may have to walk away from one thing and kind of walk your own path with that. Okay, let me get a card for table, please. Four of Wands. Hard work ahead and Four of Wands. Ooh. Four of Wands is like a party card. It's a celebration. So I feel like there is hard work ahead. But also hard work that's rooted in joy is, and I know this is easier said than done, but like hard work that's rooted in joy, in that like the idea, not the idea, that's not the right word. Not the, oh my God, what's the word I'm trying to find? It's just like rooted in gratitude, I think is what I'm trying to come up. There's a better way to say it, but my brain is not making a sentence right now. Because I see this tent, and I think of like a big festival, especially like a big camping festival. It takes a lot of work. You know, it takes a lot of work to set up the tents. It takes a lot of work to, like, you have volunteers, you have people organizing the event. But once the event starts going, it's that labor of love, and you see people having a good time, and you have a good time, and it is hard work. But it's hard work rooted in joy. All right. Obstacles to overcome. Can we get a clarifier, please, for that one? Ooh, okay. Yep. No, you popped out and then went back in, but you popped out again. All right. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Obstacles to overcome. Right under our 5 and 7 of Swords, too. Queens are queens, kings, emperor, empress. They're all energies. They're not genders. So the Queen of Swords has an energy of. You can see this person is almost aloof. Like they're surveying the land around them. They're surveying their situation around them from a distance. And it's calculating. It's logical. It's not to say that they're out without compassion, but they're able to take a step back and look at the situation from a place of logic. Yeah, with the 5 and 7 of Swords here. And then we have the Queen of Swords with the hills. Come here. Obstacles to overcome. So it's like surveying the situation, the situation at hand. And then approaching it with that Queen of Swords energy. Being logical, being efficient, being like emotionally detached. Like, because sometimes Sometimes when we have a lot of emotions in something, it can be very difficult because those emotions, like your emotions just sometimes get the better of you. But taking a step back, I'm not saying like completely, locking your emotions away or anything, but just taking a step back and kind of look at the bigger picture moving forward. And again, we have the Queen of Swords here and this divine feminine energy as well. And our 2 coins of balance, or 2 tokens, I should say. So yeah, approach this with balance. Approach this with logic, intelligence, just that queen energy. Queens tend to be very nurturing. However, the Queen of Swords is a bit more of that tough love energy than, let's say, the Queen of Cups, which is a very like emotionally nurturing energy. The Queen of Swords tends to be a little more kind of tough love. And this figure here is like holding the sword. Like they're relaxed, but they're ready to defend themselves if necessary. All right, so let's get a clarifier, please, for Vulture. Cannot take the entire deck. I'm sorry. Deck is throwing cards at me. The Hierophant. Another 5. 2255. Interesting. Okay. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you with the Hierophant. Hierophant is very traditional, very structured. There's a hierarchy to it. There are steps. Like there are clear defined steps to take to go forward. But this is also like a card, just the imagery of this particular card in this particular deck is also a card of like taking those, like walking those stairs to like enlightenment. It can also be like a teacher situation. I just get the sense that going forward, the worry that someone's against you, something's against you, is that depression, anxiety. And I get the sense the Hierophant with this particular image is saying you can let that go. You can move on. You can move even higher than you thought you could if you let that depression and anxiety go. Again, easier said than done. But in this case with the Hierophant, again, when I talked about like a teacher or a guide, a leader, this could be reaching out to someone, could be a therapist, could be perhaps someone in your community as well. That could help you with those steps going forward. Okay. Let me get a clarifier for box. Let's see you. You'll receive a gift and Ace of Swords. A lot of sword energy. A lot of energy of the mind. Peace of mind. A gift of peace of mind, which in itself is huge. Especially if you have that worry and anxiety, a lot of things going on, a lot of pressures. You're working through obstacles. You're working through this energy of something coming between, your partnership. Receiving a peace of mind, which just basically means that something is certain. Absolutely that something is certain. Can be a great relief for that. And that in itself, I feel like, can just be a huge release mentally, like a mental release from that worry to focus on other things. Okay. So we kind of got a sense of how this energy is moving. And I feel like a little advice. Sometimes the cards do double duty. We got a little advice of like how to tackle this situation, how to look at it. And it's so interesting that you got the Phoenix card, the Bonghwang, and the rune of disruption, which has like in the tarot like a tower energy, you know, things being torn down to its base, and so the base can be rebuilt into something better and stronger. And it's difficult, there's hard work, and there's obstacles like these, yes, you know, and what you originally wanted may not be, but that doesn't mean you can't rebuild a more solid foundation. More balanced as well. Again, we had the 2 balance tokens here. Interesting that we have, I just saw this and I thought of the gift. You will receive a gift in June, because it looks like this person is kind of offering flowers. Yeah, so it could be, again, timing is always very tricky in reads. Could be that that gift was coming to you the month before. Again, timeless read. So right now we're in July, but so we could be talking about June, or if you're looking at this in the future, you could be looking at the previous month. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I'm just burping all over the place. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a second. Let's get our Green Witch Tarot for advice. Advice, how to support this outcome. You know, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot, but what's the best way to support? Because this is some big energy. You know, the situation that, again, this is a general read, so you will know how this fits best in your reality if this is your read. Yeah, so could we please get luck? Oh, with the lime. All right. Okie day. I'm actually going to get the guidebook. A guidebook actually has a lot of amazing entries in here. So 31, luck with water, with the Capricorn. Wait, that's Capricorn, right? Yes. Now I'm doubting myself. Oh, it's been a weird week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that someone else will come into the comments and yell at me if that's not the symbol for Capricorn, but I think it is. I think my brain is just being my brain. All right, 31. Come here, come on. Nope. There we go. All right, it says, you may find you are right in the middle of a situation at present. Okay, yeah. Thank you. You may find you are right in the middle of a situation at present, or that something is stuck in circles, and this could be caused by overreactions or too much interference. It's time to let things progress at their own pace. Yeah, that 9 of Pentacles. Limes bring luck with them, so take a chance and be ready for the ups and downs of this energy. Wait, for the ups and downs. Oh. So take a chance and be ready for the ups and downs this energy brings. But know that time is on your side. Don't overplan, and be open to letting complexities unravel on their own. Yeah, the Hierophant. Just this kind of let things come. You look at this figure and they are relaxed. Like they see all of these steps they need to take to go up to enlightenment, but they are just, it'll come. It'll come in due time. It will get there. So, yeah, again, I love this deck. So I feel like that's wonderful, a wonderful message to have. You know, you're in the middle of this situation, feeling stuck, feeling going in circles with it. Things will come in their own time. And I feel like that's the Four of Wands here. You know, I don't want to say like let loose. Well, maybe go out with some friends and just have a time. Do your thing. But at the same time, it's just moving with joy, moving with community as well. Because it's a party card, you know, but it can be a celebration, it can be a wedding, it can be, you know, a lot of different things. But it's a group, it's a gathering, and it's a celebration, like, of people with people. Okay. So, we will get some, we'll get to advice and guidance. I feel with our light seer deck. We'll do that. See you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. A 10 of Cups. Okay. I giggle because it's just, again, we had the 2 of Cups here. So what was once a 2 of Cups will be a 10 of Cups. We were talking about how the foundation has to rebuild to be something bigger, to be something even better and even stronger. So going from a 10 of Cups to a 2 of Cups. That's a lovely sign. The King of Cups. The Hermit. Ooh, the Devil. And the 2 of Swords. Okay. Again, the kings and queens, these are energies. They're not genders. I'm feeling like right now, going forward, the Queen of Swords is where you may have to sit. And that energy, again, that kind of detached, look at the big picture, because it's a lot. But know that you're going to be moving from that into an energy of the King of Cups, which is like an emotionally mature individual that's very grounded in their emotions. Even though it's a water, it is a water, you know, water and emotions and cups, you do see this person, you know, they are, I feel like they're grounded. You know, they're sitting there with the fish, and they're sitting in the water, but they're not just floating aimlessly. And we have all these little bursts of light here in this image, and one coming from the center of this person's chest. So that's definitely, I feel like, the energy you're moving into, which is just a lovely message to get. The Hermit, the Devil, and the 2 of Swords. Another 2. We have 2, 2. A lot of 2s in your pile. Just a synchronicity. So, I'm just seeing that these 2 figures have a very similar stance. And again, this one is kind of elevated, kind of viewing things from up on high in the distance, just looking at the big picture. But the Hermit is also this idea of introspection, of kind of going inward, going on an inward journey as well. And that's kind of what you may have to do, because we have the Devil here, and the Devil is these limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves. It's, again, like for this particular pile, for pile 1, feeling stuck, or feeling like you're stuck in this position, in this situation. You don't, you know, that's something you can move out of, but you have to believe it. You can see this person is kind of tied to these strings here. You don't have to be tied to this situation, but it does take a decision. And again, the Swords. Interesting, we had Cups here as kind of this very warm and loving message. And then I'm getting the feeling that the advice is that, you know, ultimately the decision is yours. And you have to kind of block out the noise around you. The noise, and it could be the talk, this limiting beliefs, these, you know, the things we've been brought up on or taught, or, you know, just society has exposed that, you know, to us. And not listening to those and making the decision that's right for you. So you can take this blindfold off. You can take that blindfold off and move forward. Again, right on top of the hero font. You can walk your path. Okay. All right. Quick little peek in. Oh! I was like, quick little peek at the bottom of the deck, but that's the Two of Cups. We started with the Two of Cups and end with the Two of Cups. And very interesting, we got, again, I was talking about like the previous month. So in a year's time, it could be that this situation comes full circle, but in a much stronger way than what it originally started out as. That's so cool. You got both the beginning and the end. And you rise like the phoenix. So that's really awesome. All right, pile one. I feel like this is your read. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's super helpful because we are still very small. Again, if you're interested in the cards, we have a link in the description. We also have links in the description. Not links. Yes. Hold on. Thoughts are hard right now. We have all of the tools that we use today. Some of them have links, some of them don't, but they are all listed in the description. We have a link to where we have the notepad from the intro. I forgot to say that in the intro, but if you're interested in the little peaches notepad, the link to that person's shop is in the description. And then I also have a link to my shop in there and my gallery. If you just want to check that out, you can do that as well. Okay. All right, pile one. Sending you so much love. And until next time, stay safe. Take care of yourself. And I will see you then. Okay? Bye. Hello, pile two. So if you chose pile two, your card was Lino and also the creature, the Yong, which is a dragon. So, and the rune, Yira, which is the rune of harvest. So it says here, the Yong is a slender serpent-like creature with horns and a majestic mane. They are linked to water and carry an orb, a Yoiju? So sorry, I am not creative. In its claws, it's this orb. It's like an orb of wisdom. It's an orb of like wisdom and knowledge, and kind of shows their particular status as, because it takes, I think it's like, I forget how many thousands of years for, there's different in mythology. And again, Eastern mythology has many variations on dragon depending on culture, and even within the culture can be different regional stories. Mythology is very fascinating to me, but it can take thousands, tens of thousands of years for a dragon to evolve to the point where they have that orb, that little pearl, if you will. So it's definitely a status, a symbol of their loftiness. All right, so we're going to dive right in. Oh, I should probably... I'm doing everything backwards. It's fine. So this is actually, I have two of them because it's a double-sided card. But if you're interested in the cards or the images, I have links in the description to my shop, which also has a gallery. So we have prints, we've got these cards, we also have digital wallpapers, stickers, keychains, all kinds of stuff. That is also not K-pop, but we do have a lot of K-pop. All right, so let's get some tokens and look into the energy, oh, got two, surrounding the situation. So again, make sure you have like a very particular situation in mind. And we are looking, oh, okay. And I'm going to keep this like this because this is my climbing token, so it depends on kind of how it lands. And it definitely came up like this. And we have the token of inner light. Okay. Let's get some cards. The unicorn deck, the last unicorn deck. Whoa. Oh, the deck shuffled in between. The deck's just acting up. Of course you are. We're filming. Why would you not? Okay, stay. All right. 7, the Chariot. 2 of Coins. The 6 of Swords. And the Emperor. Ooh. Very interesting that the Chariot and the Emperor are framing. Okay. So this situation, I feel it's like a situation you're coming out of. Because again, I see we have our little ram climbing down a mountain here instead of climbing up or kind of being level or, I don't know, on the moon. Just floating. But we definitely have this kind of climbing down. And with the inner light, 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're coming out of a situation that you've been in. Oh, this is interesting because we have this figure fighting a dragon here. And your creature is a dragon. And it could have been in this situation. It's usually the knight and the dragon's like the, you know, evil creature or something. But this, I feel, could be the very opposite, where you were feeling attacked. Like minding your own business. You're just in your mountains hanging out. And these forces are coming out of nowhere, just giving you all kinds of difficulties. You're coming out into a much more stable energy. Ooh, I love that there we have this castle silhouette in the background here. And this person is sitting on a throne with that castle silhouette as well. It's a castle from the movie. Yeah, I feel like you were a dragon defending your home. Like you were there, and it just, you're coming out of this. You're on the other side of this big obstacle. You're making, ooh, excuse me. Spirit's talking. You're making slow and steady progress. You're finding your balance again. And I love that you got the inner light token, because this is definitely something that's been difficult, but you've never let your light dim because of it. Like you have a wonderfully bright inner light, you know, and you're coming out very strong on the other side of this big challenge. Okay. All right. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling for you, pile 2. Ooh, and I just remembered we have the Yura rune, which is a rune of harvest. Put that right in the middle. So it could be that this was a challenge that you've kind of set forth, and that even though things were standing in your way, you know, forces were, you know, riding up with their lance and just being like, I got this. You're like, no. This is mine. I don't know where that thought was going, but there it was. But the idea of you're now reaping the rewards of a very hard labor. You know, a labor that you went over, because it's interesting, this came out almost directly like this. It wasn't going down, it wasn't, you know, that, like, this is a steep cliff, which I just imagine the other side going up was just as steep. So you're coming out of this energy and you're going to start pulling in the rewards, pulling in the harvest from the efforts that you've put down. And again, as mentioned in the pick a pile section, it's very interesting because as far as I understand, again, I've only done so much research on the mythological creatures. There's always people out there that know way more than I do. But the Yong, the Eastern dragon, is also linked with like rain and agriculture. And it was just very interesting that it's also, we have the rune of harvest. Because you need, you have to have patience and work the land and, like just wait for rain or water. And it's just all of these different elements. And you have things that are outside of your control coming in, just like a constant barrage just coming in trying to claim your castle. And you're like, no, this is my castle. It's mine. You can't have it. So that is the energy I'm feeling for pile 2. If this energy resonates, this is a good indicator that this is your pile. If not, feel free to check out any of the other piles. No harm, no foul. If none of the piles resonate, that's okay. This may just not be the read for you today, which is perfectly fine. As I told pile 1, I've definitely been listening to reads, and I'm like, I don't think any of these are mine. It's okay. You never want to force it. So, but hope. Okay. All right. Cards are like, let's get moving. Let's get moving. All right. You were peeking out. I saw that. Okay. Let's get in some tea for how this situation is going to be moving in your favor. You're moving out of something big. So let's see how this is flowing. How is this moving in your favor? Okay. Got 2. All right. Oh, those. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me put these over here. Of course, I like to slide around. They're little weights. It's just always interesting when these cards come out. Because again, it's a deck of 200. And there's only 12 green and 12 purple. So these are both astral houses. So let's get a peek-see. Ooh, career and happiness. Okay. So this could have been a long journey in your career. And it's, I'm just getting the sense that this is a career that makes you happy. Like, I feel like these two things are, well, I feel like they're linked. They came out together. All right, so let's see. So this shift could absolutely be about career. We'll see if these are two or like separate or if they're together. So let's see. Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Ooh, interesting. It came right here at the chariot. We were talking about these forces like outside of your control. Ooh, good Lord. I'm burping a lot. It's unsettling. I don't know. Bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Okay. Yeah. Forces coming in outside of your control. But you're moving now into this period of prosperity, which is beautiful. Caterpillar. Blah, blah, blah. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yeah. So right now, you could be in this caterpillar stage or the, well, depending. It could be a cocoon or it could be a chrysalis, But nothing wrong with being a moth. Moths are beautiful. But you're in that is it pupa? The pupa stage? It's like the larva, the pupa, and the adult. But the in-between stage, between when you have the squishy crawly, and then you have the gooey they're just gooey inside their little nest. And then you have the adult. I know how to nature. All right, put that right there. Ooh, okay, wow, that's very symmetrical. Thank you. I just find it interesting this fell right between the 2 of coins and the 6 of swords. Well, right now you're kind of in the middle. The Two of Coins, you're in the middle of this, the middle period. Like I think of someone juggling, and there's, that moment where, everything's up in the air. But you are moving forward. You are making improvements. Change is coming. Okay. Flowers, happiness, and happiness. Happiness is coming. I love that. And soon, short journey. Okay. 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 All right. I feel like this is pretty straightforward, but let's go ahead. Just for all of the S's and giggles. Get some curds for just to clarify. Oh. Thank you. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I got 4. Maybe we'll do this way. Okay. All right. So wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And 3 of Pentacles, because 3 of Pentacles can relate to work. You can relate to a collaboration. So it could be that you're moving out of this energy. And it could have been in a work situation where it was supposed to be collaborative, but someone was coming between that collaboration. Okay. A period of prosperity and abundance, and the 9 of Wands. This is something you've been holding that light for a long time. This is a card of perseverance. Your perseverance is paying off. It has been a long journey, but you've hung in there. You have hung in there. Just, dang. My hat off to you. Yeah, it's not easy. Okay, and we got happiness and the 10 of Pentacles, which is just wonderful, especially for career and happiness. This is happiness. 10 of Pentacles is, yes, abundance in resources, abundance in like your physical surroundings, can be wealth. But there's like this, like a solid foundation of like family, however family is defined for you. But the idea that you're living comfortably and you can take care of the people around you. You can take care of your circle of people. And that brings you a lot of happiness. I love that we got 2 happiness cards. That's so cool. Pile 2, dang. Okay, wow. I have the biggest grin on my face right now. Horse. Ugh. I'm very flummy today, I'm sorry. Horse, short journey, and the world. Yeah, a cycle. The world is 21, so it's the final card in the major arcana. And it's things coming full circle. It's the cycle, it's the change. It's that, and it's a major arcana too, so it's a big change. Something that shifts the world, shifts your world in many ways. And again, we had Yira, this harvest rune, which is a change, which is cycles. Okay. Change is coming. Change is coming. It's coming for you. But I feel it is change in an amazing way. In an absolute amazing way. I'm so excited for you, pile 2. That's freaking awesome. Okay. I'm drawing a blank. What do we do next? Isn't that always the question? What do we do next? So I got a sense of... You know what? No, we didn't. We just... Okay, I'm sorry. My brain is just... What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Brain, can we plan? Brain's like, no, only in certain situations. Okay, so let's ask... we got a sense of what the situation is, and it feels amazing, like you are moving into an incredible situation. But could we get any indication about how this is happening? Ooh, bottom of the deck was like, I'm going to throw a bunch of cards at you. You know, feeling this top one. You. Okay. How is this happening? Can we get any information on that? Sorry, I don't mean to giggle. This image always makes me laugh. Things coming together. Again, this says the Lovers. Ooh, and a 4. 4 and 4. 2 4s. Oh, interesting. And so, yes, there's a very obvious, I don't know what the word is. My brain is having problems with words today. This usually isn't as big an issue, just apparently only when I read and I'm recording, as Murphy's Law dictates. So the obvious interpretation, that's the word, okay. The obvious interpretation of the Lovers is yes, you know, two people, you know, coming together in a romantic way. But it can also be a card about choice. It can be a card about a union. It can be between people. It can be between like a partnership. It can be an enterprise. And between people, it can also be, yes, it can be romantic, but it can also be platonic, familial. It's just, you know, two people coming together, two forces, you know, joining forces. That sounds like a superhero movie. But I get the feeling that, like, things are coming together. And this sounds very weird, but I'm going to say it. But, like, I feel like the universe is saying just let it happen. Just the image on this card, this whole scene in the movie is absolutely ridiculous. But this tree comes to life and just kind of smothers our poor wizard here in affection. And he can't do much about it. He's kind of tied to the tree, and it's just, yeah. It's just one of those scenes that it's just, you're like, okay, this is happening. So I just got the sense, like, it's going to change is coming. Things are changing. Things are shifting. And I just get the sense that, like, you're going to be smothered in affection and love and good things. And the universe is like, just take it. We're going to smother you in love and everything. And you're going to be amazing. The 8 of Wands. Ooh, okay. Again, we had short journey, 8 of Wands. Something is coming in fast. The Fool. Something new. Yeah. We have the World and the Fool. So we go from 21 to 0. This new start. A new adventure. In many ways. And the 6 of Wands. A victory. That is a card of victory. I feel like we didn't so much get how this situation is going to go in your favor of the universe saying, like, it's coming, it's going to be awesome. Take it. You're going to take our love. I'm getting some very aggressive, like, we're going to love you so much from the universe. Which is amazing. All right, pile 2. All right, let's see. All right, let's get a card from our Green Witch Tarot. How is the best way how is the best way pile 2? All right. How's the best way pile 2 can support this situation? What is the best, like, what's the best energy for them? What do we got? Ooh, all right, communication. Okay. So communication with P's, Earth, Pisces, the number 2, and this quill and ink. Maybe something's coming in written form. Could be a text, an email, maybe a letter. Yeah, something coming in like that. All right, let's read the entry for these, because I always find that these tend to have some really, really insightful entries. Okay, so the P. P's tell us that now is the time to move ahead with projects, plans, and ideas. Okay, yeah, moving forward. There are new ways of thinking and approaching challenges and even life if you are willing to listen to what could be an alternative. There are new ways of thinking and approaching challenges and even... I cannot. All right, let's pick up. It's fine. It's fine. Approaching challenges and even life if you are willing to listen to what could be an alternate communication method with concepts you may have dismissed in the past. Sharing ideas, considering partnerships, gathering information, and stepping up enthusiasm are all indicated. Be wary of haphazard action and failing to follow through. That was a bit of a disaster trying to read that, but you get the idea. You get the idea, yeah. So if ever there was an indication, if you're thinking about going forward with something, it feels like it's been slow. Again, you're coming out of what feels like a very long, difficult journey. Now's the time. Like, things are going to start coming in fast for you, and now's the time to, like, take advantage of that energy. Sorry, my wrists are cracking. Artist wrists. Yeah, now's the time to kind of like seize the opportunity. 100%. Okay. You know what? All right, let's get some advice, guidance, final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns from the universe. I just feel like that's always the ending. Questions, comments, concerns, final thoughts. Yeah. Let's see. Great. You. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Two of Wands. Two of Wands and Two of Cups. Twos. 2, 2, 2. A lot of twos. Choices. Interesting we got Two of Cups and the Lovers, because those cards can sometimes be very closely linked. Yeah, it is time to make a choice. Following your passion and your heart. Your happiness. Your happiness and that career. So maybe you are involved in a creative field. Wands is a fire suit, and fire is typically very creative, very passionate. It's very spiritual. You know, this is something that feels like your calling. And with the Two of Cups, it's like whatever this is, like y'all go hand in hand. Ooh, Justice. And the Emperor. And the Emperor again. We got two Emperors. Interesting thing with Justice, I've always found, is it's a card of getting what you deserve, not necessarily what you want. I feel in this case, though, you're getting what you deserve, and it's way more than you thought you were going to get. And that's not necessarily up for you to decide. I feel like this is the universe stepping in and saying, like, no, you deserve this. And that, we were talking about that message with the Lovers card that came through of just like, these amazing things are going to come in and take it. And I feel like Justice is stepping in being like, you deserve this. You know, you can see yourself in this Emperor energy. And again, it's not genders, it's just these energies. Like sitting on this throne. And I always see this as the planet Mars. So maybe Aries. There's a lot of Aries energy in this card too. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like final thoughts, the final vibes is, you know, ultimately you have the power to make these choices. Interesting that Two of Wands and Nine of Wands are right next to each other. So you can move out of this energy, this slow kind of stuck energy. You can climb down the mountain. But ultimately you're the one that has to kind of seize the moment. Seize the opportunities as they come in. Like if an opportunity comes in, you get an email and it's like, oh, there's this amazing opening, or there's this thing, oh, you should apply for it. Like you have to be the one to apply. No one can do that for you but you. But I love that we got two emperors as well. That's amazing. So Emperor number 4 and the Emperor is very it's a very stable, steady energy. And with the 10, so the 10 of Pentacles, I get the sense that this change is not just a fleeting, it's here and then gone again. This is something long term. This is something stable. Or something that is going to stabilize, you know, your situation, your life. Which is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, we're going to get a sneak peek. What's at the bottom? Ooh, yeah, 6 of Pentacles. We were talking about, you know, the sense that the happiness, we had the happiness card here with the birds, and also over here, but the 10 of Pentacles, and that was kind of a feeling of finding happiness through being able to take care of the people around you, like yourself, yes, but also like your circle of people. And the 6 of Pentacles is that reciprocity. So being able to give back, you know, so like remembering those people who stood by you, and being able to turn around and be like, you know what, you took care of me when I needed it. So, you know, just, yeah, that reciprocity kind of energy. It's also a card of generosity too. So I feel like you are a generous person, but also being given to generously. And again, justice and the Lovers here being like, you deserve this. You're awesome. Take these blessings. Take them. Because we know that you're going to do good with it. You're going to be amazing with it. All right, pile 2. I feel like this is your read. And wow, awesome read. You're awesome sauce. That's all I can say. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, for trusting me. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's very, very helpful. We'll have all of the tools that we used today, the cards and such, will be in the description. Any of them that might have links. I think I have a link for the last unicorn deck. If you did like the card, again, I have a link in the description to my store, so you can check those out. There's a gallery there if you just want to look around, just want to poke around, see what's in there. Feel free. All right, pile 2. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And lots of love is coming your way too, and that is awesome. So until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you then. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose pile 3, you chose Felix, and the creature is the Samgojo, and it says the Samgojo is a 3-legged crow or blackbird. This esteemed avian is said to be a messenger of the heavens and live in the sun. And you also have the rune Raido, which is the rune of journey. Okay. It's also, it's journey, but it can also be like movement, change, destiny. Okay, so, but yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, get the idea. Oh, and also, the reason I have 2 of these is because they're double-sided. So it's a double-sided card. So you can see both at the same time. And if you're interested in the card or the images, we have a link in the description with a gallery. And you can check out my gallery. And I also have a store where we've got the cards. We have prints and digital wallpapers. And I also have other things like stickers and keychains. All right. Anyways, let's dive in. So what is the energy surrounding this situation for pile 3? Ooh, right, we got 2. Oh. Okay. So we have the token of soul family and the token of ritual. Okay. Let's get some cards. Oh, I need to shuffle this. We have to shuffle this deck in separate sections because of our thick deck. It's made of some very high quality like cardstock with the gold leafing and all that jazz, but it does make for a little bit more of a difficult deck to shuffle for me. I have artist hands. They don't have a whole lot of dexterity in them. I'm sure you've heard them. If you've watched any of the other videos, I am sure you've heard my wrists crack on more than one occasion. It's how it do. Okay, can we please get some... Oh, got 2. I'll save that one. Let's get 4. Okay. Alright, so what? Oh. Little anchors. Okay. Ooh, temperance. The 4 of Wands. The 4 of Cups. 2 4s. Okay. And the 9 of Coins. Move this over here. Okay, pile 3. So the situation surrounding you right now, Let me think about this. Hold on. I'm just getting the sense, because again, we have in the movie, this is a prince. And here, the prince is peeling potatoes. So I get the sense that you've been trying to simplify things. Or move to an energy where you can just like experience joy. It's interesting we have these 2 4s together, because the 4 of Wands is like joy and it's a party, it can be a wedding, a celebration, but just live more of that energy and less of the 4 of Cups, where it's just like daily life kind of dancing around, knocking all over inside your head. And I just get the idea of like these are coffee cups, and just like I just think of like work, like trying to move out of that energy, at the same time though maintaining or moving into an energy of independence. And that is a tricky situation. How do we live more? How do we thrive more? How do we find that balance and less just, running in circles, just to survive? Which, realness right there. Like, ouch, I feel a little called out right now. And I think that part of that has been a very spiritual journey for you. Finding your soul family, however that's defined for you. They could be, people physically here in this plane of reality. They could be guides. They could be, again, it feels very spiritual. And finding your ritual, finding, your, just not only like day-to-day practice, just everybody does rituals. Some people like get up, make a cup of coffee, like they have their morning ritual. People have their evening ritual before they go to bed. Just finding your daily balance on top of your spiritual balance. Like just finding that balance in life. And yeah, that's a lot. But you are making progress in that area. You are, because we do have Rado here. I'm going to put this in the middle. I did this in a different pile too. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling is the energy for your pile 3. So if this is resonating with you, then that's a good indicator that this is your pile. If not, feel free to check out any of the other piles. If none of the piles resonate, that's okay. It just means that this may not be the read for you today. You can check back another day. You can check out different reads. Wrists, just crunchy wrists apparently today. But there's no harm, no foul. Yeah, not every read we may resonate with, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. You never have to force it. Okay, but if you do resonate with this, yeah, I'm getting the feeling that right now the situation is trying to find that balance. Okay. All right, let's get, how is this situation shifting? How is this going to shift into your favor? I'm going to get some tea for 3. Ooh, there was one of you in there. You know what? I'm feeling called to that one. Okay. Trying to put these at a little side table, and it only has so much. Oh, okay. That's a lot of tea leaves. Did I just... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. You're seeing me at my finest today. Clearly. Alright. Yeah. Alright. No, we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna work with that. Okay, we got 1 green card. And this deck is a deck of 200, so it's always interesting when one of these come out, because there's only 12 green cards and 12 purple cards. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, 7. All right, we got, oh, my. No, kidding. We have marriage. So this can be the very obvious meaning of marriage, but it can also be partnerships. It can be, that can be a partnership between people. It can be platonic, familial, a friend. It can also be a partnership in a business sense. You always hear sometimes like the merging of 2 companies, like the marriage of 2 companies, you know, however that goes down. So we'll see how that is moving forward. Like what's coming together to make this shift for you or to help it. I feel like you're in that energy, like you are trying to find that balance between our 2 4s. So what can help shift this to the best possible outcome for you? Oh, okay. 4-leaf clover. Great, good fortune. That'll do it. Moon, changes in your life. Sphere, heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Fan, romance, celebration, a party. Okay. A dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. This can also be just a person, not just a person, but it can be a person who has a lot of feminine energy to them. Okay. Ooh, very interesting that we got romance, celebration, and a party right next to our lovely dark person over here. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. Get some clarifiers. You got a lot of tea leaves. I think the most out of any of the piles. All right. So, how are we going to shift this? How are we going to turn it around? Temperance again. You got 2 temperances. 2 of them. Wow, okay. And that one I'm putting with great fortune. That 4-leaf clover. Good luck, great fortune. Because 4-leaf clovers are rare as well. This balance between the sun and the moon here. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more information. Interesting, we have the moon right here as well. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. Lovely. Changes in your life with the 9 of Pentacles. And another 9 of Pentacles. We got 2 of them. The change coming into your life is this financial stability. This financial independence. not just stability, but being able to stand on your own comfortably and have the resources around you. And it's so interesting. We've got these two figures, one with a bird and one with a butterfly. You know, being able to take care of the people around you, your soul family. You know, being able to take care of them. So I'm getting the sense that the good fortune, this luck that's coming in, sorry, itchy. The luck coming in is because of this temperance approach that you're taking. This balance that you've been seeking out. This very spiritual balance of finding ways to thrive and not survive. And because of that, I get the sense that that's where this luck is coming in. This good fortune is coming in, because the sense that like you've raised your vibration to the point where like it's just, you have a very positive vibe around you. I'm making a mess. It's fine. It's fine. It's the usual for me. All right, Spear. Could we get a clarifier for Spear, please? Ooh, Hermit. Heartache over what you no longer have. That's been part of your journey. I feel like the Hermit is about this introspection, this inward journey that you've been on. And you've been doing some healing. And from healing, there's heartache in healing. Healing is not neat or, it's messy. Healing is a messy process. 100%. But you've been healing that. And however that fits in your situation. That is my hat off to you, because the grief over loss, however that may look in your particular situation, because again, this is a general read. It's not easy. And the Hermit is another major card. And a 9 as well. The 9 of coins here, 9 of coins, 9 with the Hermit. So we've got a lot of 9s, which is very interesting. And again, 2 14s. You have a lot of number synchronicity going on, pile 3, which I think is amazing. But you've done this inward journey. And I feel like that's where this temperance energy has come from. Because you've been working on, I feel like just releasing. Because sometimes we no longer have something, but in a way, it's for our own good. As painful as it was to lose that, I can only speak from experience. It can be very painful to lose something, to lose people, and not through anything outside of those people's choices that you had no control over. They had their own choices and they made them, and you're left with the fallout, the heartache, and it's going through that inward journey and healing and thriving, not surviving. So wow, this has been an incredibly spiritual, or just an incredible journey for you, pile 3. Ooh, okay. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times, and the Tower. Yeah. That is, okay. And it's interesting, we have the Tower right here next to it. But this one says solid foundations, success with effort. Moving from one tower to the next. When the, you know the phrase, but when the poo hit the fan, it's when it felt like disaster struck, when you were taking down to that foundation, to that raw base that you then had to rebuild. You were taken care of. You had your soul family. You had your soul family next to you. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. But I feel a little called out in this pile right now. But like called out in the best way. Because, yeah, this is, this feels very personal to me as well. So if you resonate with this pile, I'm just giving you the biggest energetic hug right now because I've been there. I've been there. All right. And again, we have the tower right next to it. So going from, you know, having to rebuild into a solid foundation. You've rebuilt your tower. You know, a better tower, a more solid tower. You know, and it's not without effort, but you are and have been successful with that, which is a hell of an energy to come into. Yes, the Queen of Cups. Let's go. And again, Queens, Kings, Emperor, Empress, these are energies. The Queen of Cups. Queens have a very inward energy. It's nurturing. Yeah, it's more of an inward focus. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is emotionally mature, who's in touch with their emotions, is intuitive, and listens to their intuition. And I feel like that's the foundation you've built. That temperance energy, that's what you've been working on, is like this inward emotional strength and healing. Very, very healing. Like, oh my god, pile 3. Y'all amazing. Y'all amazing. Okay. 9 of Wands. Romance, celebration, a party. Okay. So we had the 4 of Wands here. And these were the energies we kind of felt that... Excuse me. Oh, good lord. Spirit's talking. You're kind of moving out of this survival mode into this thrive mode. And so we have... This is the card of celebration, a party. And you have celebration, a party with the fan here. And even romance, if that's something, you know, you resonate with. And the 9 of Wands is about perseverance. And I get the feeling that this is kind of the universe saying it's okay to let go. It's okay to have fun again. You know, it's okay to go out and have a good time. You know, you've been holding on to your light for so long, kind of keeping it behind a fence because you had to go through a lot and heal a lot. But you're finding your balance. These amazing changes are coming into your life, so celebrate them. Okay. Let's get one more clarifier, please. Six of Wands. I'm grinning and giggling because this is like a card of victory. Absolute card of victory. Just you standing on a stage, being recognized for your efforts. And this could be someone as well who's helped you get there. You know, this feminine person, you know, has stood by you. You know, they could have been part of that, you know, part of that group of people, part of your soul family, part of your circle, you know, that took care of you in those difficult times. And it could be, and again, this is a general read, so take this if it resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. The romance and celebration party with marriage and this person, this could be a person, if partnership is something you're looking for, or this is your partner, like maybe this is kind of talking about the partner you already have. However your relationship is, you know, this is something that, again, like either it's a romance that could be coming into your life, which is very resonant with the 9 of Wands here. Be willing to kind of open yourself up again and Celebrate yourself, celebrate with others, and you may find a wonderful person through that. Or if you already have a person in your life, you already have that partnership, whether it's romantic or platonic, that's, again, this person just standing with you. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a marriage proposal for someone. That would be so amazing. Again, it's a general read. Take what resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. If it does, awesome. So, yeah. All right. Okie dokie. All right. So let's get a few cards about how to support this outcome. You're moving into some incredible energy. You've been through some very deep things. How do we support, like, coming into this luck, this, not to say that it's not going to happen. I feel it's coming to you no matter what, but how can we support it? How can we, just support it? I don't want to say, like, make it come faster. That feels very impatient, but, I mean, I'm an impatient person, so that's something I struggle with. But at the same time, like, how can we support this energy? Oh, knocking over. Good Lord. Okay. Ten of Cups. I just, we were talking about, like, opening yourself up. This Cups energy, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups. Love yourself, love others. Just be willing to love and be loved. Again, we see two people sitting here. And I love this because we have the reflection in the water is the unicorn. Again, this is the last unicorn deck inspired by the movie. So the sense of, like, loving yourself, loving this inner world, but also, being loved on the outside as well, and be willing to be loved in return. And again, not speaking as of love in a, like, physical intimacy, but love as the connection between two people. And it could be with this feminine person. Again, could be, your circle of people, could be a family, however you define that. Could be a sibling, could be a friend, could be, again, however love is defined for you. And there's so many different ways love can be defined. But you have to be willing to be loved as well. My wrists are just crunchy today. Ooh, okay, 7 of Wands. Page of Swords. 8 of Swords. Okay. Interesting, we got the 10 of Cups first. Because the 7 of Wands is a very defensive energy. So I'm getting the sense of you don't need to be as guarded anymore. And again, I feel like this also connects with the 9 of Wands over here. This person kind of standing behind a fence that they've built. I feel like you're coming, again, more into this balance energy. We have with the 4s here, very balanced, stable energy. The 2 Temperance cards. Of learning the difference between being guarded and closed off and defending what's yours. Like defending your beliefs, defending, again, Wands is fire. It's a fiery energy, so it's what you're passionate about. Maybe you're a creative person, and I mean, again, this is timeless read, but at the moment, there's a lot of creative endeavors, creative fields, creative jobs that are kind of in jeopardy. So, like, standing up for that, but also in a sense of a relationship with our 6 of Wands here is like, you can be open to that. You can be open to receiving that love and then protecting that love. Again, you're just learning the difference and learning that balance. Page of Swords, 8 of Swords. Pages are very young energies. So I get the sense, it's interesting, this fell right on top of our tower here as well, being taken care of. in difficult times. The best thing you can do is communicate. Communicate with your people. Again, we have the Eight of Swords here, which has another very kind of closed energy. Like in one sense, this person is feeling trapped. They want to be free. They feel like they're surrounded by swords, like they can't get out. But if they just take off the blindfold, and their hands are not bound, they could easily take that blindfold off and realize that there's a path to walk out. Like they could escape this kind of self-imposed prison. And that could be something that's, maybe you're still struggling with, which, hey, valid. Absolutely valid. But you have people supporting you. You need to communicate with them, and they will support you, in this last step of this particular journey that you're on. I love these messages coming through. I love it. Love it so much. Okay. So any final advice, guidance, thoughts from the universe we could get? I got 4. Cool. Again, 4. A lot of 4s. 4 cards. Well, 8 now, but yeah. Which is wonderful, because 4 is a very stable number. And 14 as well. The wheel. Things are changing. Changes in your life. With the moon here. And it felt that's right on top of that one too. Yeah, change is coming. Things are shifting. Another Page of Swords. Communication is going to be key. Use your intellect and logic over emotions. Like emotions, again, you've been doing a lot of healing with your emotional center. Going forward, it might benefit you to react to certain situations using a little more, not all, you don't have to like close off your emotions, but especially in very difficult situations, it's very interesting. Landed on Heartache, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands, that defensive card. When things come up that are very dear to you, it's very easy to react. But it's good sometimes to take a moment. You see this person is kind of, they're tiptoeing very delicately across this gap. But they're also taking the time to let's get the sense of read, research. Take a moment to step back and respond instead of react. So instead of coming at it from a place of emotion and fire, come at it with a cooler head. Communicate a little bit more in that energy. That's going to be helpful. Another 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. On top of our Tower card as well. I feel like this is just confirmation. Again, we have another 10 of Cups. You got two from 2 different decks. Oy. But yeah, you're moving into an amazing energy. Oh, and I love, we have this figure here with the dark hair. So maybe that's your person. Maybe that's your person. Who knows? The King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Interesting that this is marriage. Yeah. You've had a partnership. Again, this could be partnership as not necessarily meaning a romantic instance or a physically intimate instance. But there's been this partnership between you and another person. Again, this could definitely be. And again, Queen's energy, Kings are just energies. So this could just be a person with some masculine energies. Could be a Leo, fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Someone's just, driven by their passions, by their creativity. This water and fire element as well. Temperance, Two of you really balance each other out. Yeah, and it's very interesting. This came on top of the Eight of Swords. We were talking about, you know, being able to take that blindfold off and walk away from a situation. This could be someone who can help you. All right. Okay. Ooh, let's get bottom of the deck. Another Eight of Swords. Yeah, so I think a real big energy here is saying that you're not as trapped as you think. You've done a lot of work, but that final step into that Nine of Pentacles, that independence, this Ten of Cups energy, is something you have to do. And you've already done a lot of work. But you can ask for help. You can always ask for help. You have some amazing people around you. I'm getting that sense. And you don't have to remain trapped in here with all that, you know, mental noise. You don't have to be there. You can be outside. Because you see this person in the reflection feels trapped, and there's these crows flying around, I'm sure just making a cacophony of noises, and the strings are around them, but they're very loose. But out here, I feel like in, you know, again, the reflection is this person isn't trapped at all. They're not blindfolded at all. Okay. So yeah. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to get past the mental noise. It is very difficult. But you've already done a ton of work. So you're incredible, Pile 3. You are real awesome. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and trusting me with your read. Always, always a pleasure. All right. So if you liked this, please subscribe, like, share the channel. It's super, super helpful. Any of the tools we used today will be listed in the description. I do have a link for the last unicorn deck, because that particular link also supports the original IP holder, Peter Beagle, who's an amazing human being. If you're interested in the cards or any of the artwork I do, link in the description, all that jazz. All right, so I think that is all the housekeeping. Cool. Okay, Pile 3, I'm sending you so much love. Until we meet again, until we meet next time, until the thing together and reads, you get the idea. I am sending you lots of love. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.